Hello guys, this is a little behind the scenes vlog of the whole getting ready to go to Australia process. The only thing this video does not include is our actual visa application, because I have filmed that separately, just because I think that it might be useful to anybody watching this that wants to do the same thing. There's not a lot online, like there's not that many videos that are really very helpful when it comes to like actually applying for the visa, so I left that out of this vlog and that is coming separately, but otherwise everything else is kind of in here. The vlog starts way back in July. Now I gave no real context or intro into it because, to be honest, I sort of didn't know if it would ever become a vlog. Like, I didn't really know how much I would film. I didn't know for sure if we would end up going. I basically went to meet with Daryl in Scarborough, North Yorkshire, because that's where he's from, and I obviously don't live too far from there. It was the middle of July, it was really hot, and we were just provisionally talking about a plan to come to Australia. Like, nothing at that point was set in stone. Like, that was the first real conversation I'd had seriously about this, so that is kind of where the vlog starts. We sat for about 2 hours in a cafe just talking through like everything I'd want to do, everything Tom would want to do, a route that we could kind of start with, and that really set the ball rolling. So that is where this vlog starts, but it has no context. It does just start like that. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this. It's just a little bitty behind the scenes of like the kind of things I've been doing in the run up, the kind of things I've been buying, prepping, organising, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Just a little extra vlog really, but if you do enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can follow along on this journey, and let's get into it.
We're in Scarborough right now.
We are in Scarborough right now.
Scarborough.
What's the date? July?
The date is July 21st.
July 21st. It's the middle of summer. We've just come up with the first rough plan for the Australia trip. It's so bizarre seeing it like actually come to life. It's exciting, isn't it?
It is exciting. It's exciting like you're in Scarborough.
No, that's not that exciting. Scarborough is not Australia. The date is September 22nd. 21st.
Good effort.
Good solid effort. It's 8 PM.
It's not.
It's 9 PM. Am I actually good? I don't know.
It's 9:05.
It's 9:05.
6 AM the next day in
Australia.
Where is he based?
Melbourne at the moment, I think.
Melbourne Sound, we ain't.
Anyway, we are about to jump on a call with Welcome to Travel with Daryl to talk about our upcoming trip. 2 months to go.
He sent you the link.
He sent me the link. We're in the car, guys. We got up so early this morning, 5 AM to be precise, to be here in Manchester for about 7:30, because what have we just had done?
A whole host of things. We had an examination basically of our health.
Also known as a health exam. But yeah, it covered a whole host of things, didn't it?
Wee sample.
Yeah.
Chest x-ray.
Yeah.
A full body examination,
yeah.
Weight, height, blood pressure.
Yeah, basically
everything.
Guys,
the full shebang.
On our application, so I think one of the last things I filmed in this vlog was us chatting to Daryl. This is going to be jumping around a bit because it's being filmed over like quite a few months. It is currently October the 7th. Basically, we submitted our visas a couple of weeks ago and they both came back instantly as we needed health examinations, and I was a bit thrown by this because I hadn't expected it. I'd just expected the visa application to run smoothly. We did a bit of research into it, and it's because we spent over 3 months out of the country. So basically there's this tick box on the visa where it's like, have you spent more than 3 months out of your passport holder's country this year? And we both have. Obviously we travelled Asia. That flagged up, and then they ran checks on the countries we've been in, and a few of them have flagged up as like high risk countries for tuberculosis, which
my
obviously
initials.
Yeah, Tom is TB, which obviously we don't have. I say obviously, I'm like 99% sure.
We should be getting the results in 48 hours.
We should.
So let's hope it's all okay.
Yeah, so basically we had to come over to Manchester. This is the only clinic in the north of England that do these super specific visa run tests. So bear that in mind if this happens to you. There's one in Manchester, there's one in Edinburgh, there's one in Glasgow, there's one in London, and there's one in Maidenhead, which was super random. So we came here super early. The doctor was lovely, wasn't he?
Really nice. All the staff were lovely.
Yeah, obviously didn't really film us having a full health exam or doing a wee sample, but you can imagine it, I'm sure.
I filmed the wee sample. That would have been good.
Yeah, that would have been good, wouldn't it? So now, guys, we're waiting 48 hours for our our results. Basically the main thing we had to have done here, and the reason we had to come here, was for the specialist chest x-ray, which I'm a bit nervous about because obviously a chest x-ray could show up loads of different things, not just what they're screening for, but it'll be good to know either way. And the lady that did the chest x-ray was really nice. Everyone was very helpful, very friendly, it was very fast, it was so thorough. But we're gonna head back now and just hope that in 48 hours we get the results, they're clear, and they're all automatically processed from the health people here onto our visas at Australian immigration, so we don't have to do like anything, which is really good. Are you nervous?
What, for the results?
Yeah.
No, I'll be fine.
I'm confident that they should hopefully
be all good.
Okay. I'm nervous that the visas don't have too long to come back.
That'll be fine.
Anyway, I just thought I would check in, do a little chatty update, show you where we're at with this application at the moment. This is the main message from this, guys, is make sure you give yourself enough time.
Right.
It was an early start, but we're gonna head home now and I'll check in with you when we have an update on this. Okay, a little update in this video. It has been 2 days. I actually could have updated you yesterday because our visas came back, and I'm gonna do a whole video on the visa application process. It actually might already be up. I'm not too sure like what order things are going up in yet. Obviously I'm filming like really far ahead, but yeah, the visas cleared within 24 hours of us having our medical. Everything came back fine. Basically the main thing that they were checking for, which I didn't really explain, but the main reason that the visa got declined initially was because what they were checking for was tuberculosis, which I think I said this. Obviously don't have that, so that's good to know, just for peace of mind. Not that I was losing sleep over it, because I didn't think for 1 second that I did have it. But my concern was that even though the results would come back within 48 hours, the visa might not necessarily, but actually the visa came back before the results, and like we actually haven't heard anything from the hospital. We just got the visa through, whereas I presume if something was wrong, the hospital would have contacted us and we wouldn't have got the visa through. So it was very, very reassuring that literally 24 hours later we had the Australian visa. It means that we don't need to stress about like, you know, what if it doesn't come in time? What if we're wanting to leave and we don't have a visa? That would have been a huge issue. But yeah, we can relax, we can rest easy. And now guys, because I didn't want to tempt fate, we hadn't booked a flight, we hadn't bought anything, but now that we know that we're going, we are going to book a flight this week. And also I'm going to buy a bag this week because I backpacked Asia with a 65-litre rucksack, like a big kind of Duke of Edinburgh style bag, and to be honest I just don't want to take one like that to Australia. I think that there are so many better options out there. I want to look for one with a zip, so it unzips like kind of like a suitcase. Because the issue with the bag that I took to Asia was that like once you'd packed it, if you needed something from the bottom, you had to take absolutely everything out of the bag, and that meant like packing and repacking took quite a while, and it was just faffy, and like you needed to know where everything in your bag was at all times. And to be honest, I just met so many people whilst traveling that had better bags than me, and I was like, right, if we're going to Australia, I'm not using this one, I'm not doing that again. I'm about to go to Mountain Warehouse and Millet, and I don't know if I'm actually going to buy one or if I'm just going to try some on, but I'm going to have a look, so I thought I'd bring you with me. Guys, this is our first port of call. This is in Beverley. Keeping my fingers crossed. Right, guys, this is the kind of thing I've seen where you can have like two kind of attached to each other. So it's got like a zip, and you can unzip the front one, and then that's like a little backpack, and then the big backpack is the bit behind, and that unzips as well. Although Tom did say it doesn't unzip the whole way, so I'm going to have a look at that. It's reduced though, that's not a bad price. You always want a waist strap if you're going to wear it like this, guys. Leaning towards this one, guys.
So is that the size as in litres?
Yeah, 60 litres plus 20 litres on the front, so it has a detachable backpack on the front of it as well, which I think is just a game changer. Look at that, that's actually really wide.
Where does this go?
It rolls up and velcros.
We're
working it out. The date is the 15th of October now. I think we've jumped forward another week. It's been a week and a bit since our health check, and I updated you guys about the visa when I got my visa back. I've switched the vlog, sorry. You can update them. What have we just done?
We've just booked our flights. So we are going from Heathrow via Singapore with Singapore Airlines. Is that what they're called? Singapore Airlines?
Singapore Airlines, yeah.
To fly on the 14th of November, which is Harry's birthday.
It's Harry's birthday, yeah.
And your dad is very kindly driving us there.
He is. We're flying out of Heathrow because, guys, since I last went to Australia, the flight prices have gone up quite a lot. And also, I think because we're wanting to fly on a Monday, not all flight times are like as available. I think if you fly Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's a few more flights on. I also think it is just genuinely more expensive now than it was 3 years ago for multiple reasons.
It's a shame, and they're not, I mean, I don't think we'd have done it anyway, but they're not running that direct one.
Dude, I don't even know if that is a myth or
if that is true.
Did it happen for a little bit before COVID?
I think there used to be one direct flight a week from Heathrow to Sydney. I'm pretty sure, but that might be a myth. Somebody can tell me if I've got that wrong or not, but I'm
probably
pretty sure.
really expensive.
Yeah, it would have been. We've been to Singapore Changi Airport before.
We have. It's a lovely airport. It's got like these pod things that you can stay in, which we might do this time.
Yeah, because
it's got a 7-hour wait. Probably look at seeing if we can get a lounge, maybe.
Yeah, either a lounge or like Tom says, they have. I don't really know how to describe them, but I remember walking past them like a bed that you can hire.
Yeah, they're probably expensive to be fair, but we'll look.
But it's not a hotel. It's like in the airport terminal.
Yeah.
It's like a
They also had
Casual.
these. I remember I was looking up and they had these like little booths for people to sit in. You like.
Yeah, I do
and
remember
there were like
that.
little tables.
Yeah, I
and, like,
remember
little
that.
working areas for people, so they could
Oh
be good.
yes, yeah, like a shared workspace.
Yeah, but there was all like separate kind of pods again, but it was all glass.
I mean, we've gone for this one for accommodation reasons. The timings are the best, alongside, obviously we were trying to do it as cheap as possible, which is impossible flying to Australia, but everything just worked out better. And like one of my big things when booking a flight is I'd rather have a longer connection than a really tight connection, because if you miss the connecting flight, it just causes a big headache.
They've also got loads of shops there, and they have that, what's the bit called?
The Jewel.
The Jewel, which looks lovely. This wears airports to be in for 7 hours.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
So it's not too bad, is it?
I'm excited. I just can't believe that we've got it booked. I couldn't believe that we got our visas back within 24 hours.
Yeah, I still don't understand how.
No,
I mean, we
neither.
literally submitted them. They would have been submitted by the hospital.
Yeah, on the Friday morning.
Like Friday at 11 AM, and
Yeah.
they came through at like 10.
The whole thing has been so smooth. So we booked this morning on Skyscanner. I usually always book flights on Skyscanner, and other than travel insurance, that is everything off our tick list.
Money, money, money.
But that's just our update of the day, guys. Wanted to fill you in on where we're at. It is less than a month till we leave now.
I worked out the other day, we've actually been back from Asia. Same number of weeks we were in Asia.
That's crazy.
Which feels like we've been back a lot less time.
Yeah, it does. Time, honestly, has just flown. 2022.
Yeah.
So guys, a lot of our focus now is that my birthday is in a few days time, which another thing is I just can't believe it's my birthday again, because it really feels like I just had my birthday last year. And then kind of mentally, for me at least, once my birthday is out the way, then we're kind of on the final stretch. Hello guys, it's not the best angle, but you join me from my bedroom floor. Today is November the 9th. We're down to the final 5 days and I'm gonna end this video, but just before I do, I like posted online last night that we were leaving for the first time, and I am quite overwhelmed at the response, to be honest. Like when we went to Asia, it was a real like shock, I think, because we hadn't dropped any hints that we were going, we hadn't mentioned it at all. We just literally posted from the airport that we were doing that, and it did have a bit of like a, oh my god, kind of like, didn't realise this. Even people in my real life didn't know we were doing that, because we'd kept it really, really quiet, just because I am, and I mention this all the time, the kind of person that doesn't want to ever tempt fate. And like I mentioned in my like leaving video, there was like loads of COVID regulations that we had to like sort out, and we had to jump through to like sort all of that. So I just felt like it was better to just leave that and not mention it. This I decided to announce ahead of time, just so that I could like post about it and like upload these sort of videos. Otherwise I would have had quite a lot of backdated content, and I kind of want to just get posting like the vlogs from when I'm there, to be honest, once I'm actually there. So I thought that it just made the most sense. However, because of that, I thought, oh, the response won't be as big, like people won't care as much, because I feel like a lot of people see it coming, and they definitely did. I had a lot of DMs this week, like when I was dropping like the final few hints, a lot of people were guessing. But yeah, I'm just so overwhelmed with the support. Like I don't know what I expected. I don't know why, because you guys are always so lovely, but I was just not expecting the response and the DMs, and I haven't had chance really yet to like get back to all of you. But I am gonna sit and reply. I feel overwhelmed. I feel really excited. I am ready to go now. Like, well, not literally, I haven't packed, obviously. I'll do that about a day before I go. I'll probably be doing that the morning of leaving, to be honest. That's just who I am. But in terms of like emotionally, I do feel like ready to leave now. I felt a little bit nervous last week. I don't like the waiting game. Like I don't like the feeling of just like waiting. But I do feel very excited. So this video has been a bit all over the shop, but I thought it would just be a fun little behind the scenes vlog. It's taken a while, and we're finally here. So thank you so much for watching. The next video is going to be a vlog from my weekend away in the Lake District, which was kind of like my goodbye send off with my friends. So that's going to be up on Saturday. Subscribe so that you don't miss it, and I shall see you all then.